So, what have your eyes been burning a hole through this last half hour?
Our wedding picture. It was a special day, wasn't it?
It was among the more special days of my life.
Kelly was my maid of honor. And I didn't even make the first cut on her guest list.
You saying you want to be there?
You always ask all the hard questions.
Well, let's make it multiple choice. A, yes, B, no.
I think that Kelly is still making a mistake marrying Robert. Maybe I've made a bigger mistake forcing the issue. I don't know. But, I guess I just have to accept that Kelly's going to do whatever it is.
Wish her Godspeed and a happy marriage.
Yeah, and learn fast to duck.
Darling, if she doesn't know by now that you really love her...
Honey, if you saw somebody moving into the path of an oncoming car, would you try to push them out of the way?
Yes, I would, but I wouldn't expect them necessarily to thank me. Some people don't want to be saved. She's made a choice. She's going to live with it, with or without your blessing.
Oh, there's nothing I can do. She doesn't want me there.
Actually, she wants you there in the worst way. She's just too bullheaded to admit it. It doesn't run in the family or anything, does it?
Where are you going?
To talk some sense into your sister.
Honey, she's not going to listen to you.
No, it's you she won't listen to. I have a whole battery of police techniques at my disposal.
Oh, really? What are you going to do with my sister? You're going to put her under the hot lights in third degree, or?
I'm going to make it tougher yet. I'm going to confront her with the simple truth, which is that you love her and you want to be there.
Well, that is true.
She knows it. Just needs to be reminded.
I love you.
I love you too. I'll be back.
Hello?
Mabel, it's Quinn. Is Flame there yet?
No, Cher, we haven't even seen her.
I saw she should have gotten in last night. What was she going to say? Give her a message for me, all right? No, I've got a better idea. Give it to Robert instead. Tell him.
Oh, me, I repeat that word for word. He won't like it, but I tell him. Feeling better, Cher?
Must be what you mean by swamp fever.
Oh, I think some old chigger just had you for his dinner when you were out exploring our lovely bayou. I tell you what, though. You behave yourself, and I'll bring you a nice big helping of my red beans and rice. Guaranteed to cure what ails you. And if that don't do it, my news surely will.
What news?
Oh, what you been waiting for, Cher? Your brother say to tell you today is Kelly's wedding day.
Craig, hi.
Hi, can I come in a minute?
Sure.
Thanks.
Thought you'd be getting ready for Kelly's wedding.
Yeah, well, if I have my way, there won't be any wedding.
Craig, I thought we agreed we weren't going to interfere.
That was before I got this message this morning.
Wait, I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Even my husband is now trying to run interference between me and my sister. He's trying to make the peace.
Eden, I know how much you care about Kelly. That's why I'm here. And I know your instincts are telling you this wedding is all wrong.
Kelly's in love with him.
She is in love with a phantom, someone who will assume whatever persona is necessary for whatever occasion. Now, maybe you're willing to walk away from this and live with it, but I'm not. Robert is going to hurt Kelly. You got that? And if you don't believe me, take a look at this.
What is it?
Look at it. Did a little checking into Deborah Lennon's background. Turns out that wig wasn't the only phony thing about her. Her real name is Beaufort. Ring any bells?
Beaufort is the town that I went to, Louisiana, to follow Robert, and Wait a minute. Beaufort. Roy Beaufort.
Who's he?
He's the sheriff that was wearing Robert's ring when I went and talked to him. He was the man that I thought was holding Robert prisoner.
That's great. A whole town named Beaufort. And Robert and Deborah are smack in the middle of it. It's gonna make one hell of a family reunion.
How do you like it? Think nice? Yeah. Are you pleased? Yeah. Good.
Oh, that's a nice color for you, Mr. C.
Cruz?
Very nice.
Oh, very fun.
Oh, listen, I was hoping I could have a moment alone with my sister-in-law.
I have to change.
Just take 2 minutes.
We have to change. We have to change.
Don't ever change. So, how you feel? You nervous?
Cruz trying to smooth things over between me and Nina is a waste of time.
Kelly, trying to mend fences is never a waste of time.
I haven't invited Eden to this wedding because she's done some very hateful things and they have hurt me very much.
It was not her intention.
No, it never is.
She's your big sister. If she doesn't always go about trying to protect you in the right way, it's not because her heart is in the wrong place. I hope you know that.
It's just not that simple. There's a lot of history here.
Tell me about it. I feel like I lived through most of it. I've heard this story so many times. You know, I was considering trying to exploit your sense of the sentimental on the way over here. You know, trot out some of these memories I've heard about, but like that time that you snuck downstairs together and stole the hors d'oeuvres from that fancy party when Rosa's back was turned. I know. Or that time when you stole the family car because everybody was asleep and you took a joyriding all night. Eden was 14 maybe. I decided not to stoop to that kind of thing because, you know, although it's hard not to mention that time your cat died and she threw a funeral for it, invited all the neighborhood kids, and then the two of you got together and charged 25 cents admission. I mean, that was cold, but it was a certain togetherness.
We were kids.
You were kids. But you weren't kids when you got together and helped bring Adriana home and back into our lives.
That was different.
It's the stuff dreams are made of, Kelly. If you ask somebody who's had to do without it, they'll tell you to think twice before you give it away. Losing your sister's gonna hurt a lot worse than the pain you've already felt. You know, certain hurts, you give in to them, they'll get on top of you. They'll start to own you. Once that happens, there won't be anything you or anybody else can do about it.
There's nothing anyone can do about it now.
Yeah, maybe not. But I'll tell you, your sister would give anything right now if she had a chance to make it right between the two of you.
Cruz, not today. Not...
I know, but if not today, when? I'm not saying you should do this. I just thought somebody should remind you that if you want to fix things, you probably can.
Who is this Beaufort family? I mean, Deborah and whoever else. What is their connection to Robert?
It's like one of these gothic southern potboilers here. I mean, the only thing missing is Betty Davis running around in a nightgown.
Oh, we can't take this to Kelly. I mean, it doesn't mean anything. I mean, I can make a call. Let's see what that could do. I mean, you know, for a penny, right? Kelly's already mad at me. What harm could it do? Don't answer that. I know you. Dante, hi. Hi, it's Eden Castillo. Yeah, I'm fine. Listen, I was just wondering if you might be able to do me a favor, you know, on the QT. Maybe you could go down to headquarters and, you know, that guy that you know, just run a name through the computer. Deborah Beaufort. Beaufort. And Roy Beaufort. Beaufort, Louisiana. Yeah, sense of connection. Yeah, do you think we might be able to meet me at the lair and say half hour and let me know what you got? Great. Okay, well, thanks. Well, let's hope that leads somewhere.
Yeah. Hey! Give me a reason. Give me any reason except for the one that is forming in my mind.
Honey, I can explain.
No. I invited myself over here. I was feeling a little down about the wedding, and Eden was just holding my hand, and I feel better, and I'm leaving.
Are you all right?
Yeah. Right. Listen, thanks for the tea and the sympathy, and later, Cruz.
Yeah, Craig. Take care.
How'd everything go with Kelly?
Well, she's angry. I think she may meet you halfway if you were able to keep your suspicions about Robert to yourself for a couple minutes, maybe.
Well, that wouldn't be easy, but I definitely would try. Thanks for running interference with her.
You're not going to make me sorry I did, are you?
No. In fact, I'll go right over there now and talk to her. You'll be okay with the kids? Carmen's here with them.
No, we'll be fine. It's you I'm worried about. You and poor unhappy Craig. I mean, what, you gonna make me guess what he was really doing here?
Only if you don't get mad at me.
Well?
Craig has new information about Robert and Deborah.
Oh, well, of course Craig does. So much for peace overtures. Do you want to tell me what I was just doing over there talking to her? What, all this making amends routine, this was lip service to get me out of the house?
No, it wasn't any of that. I do want to make peace with my sister. I really do. But he has this information. I can't just let it lie there. I mean, I have to find out if this is all true for myself. Please, just trust me at this, please.
Do I have a choice?
Just don't be angry with me.
Now you're pushing your luck. Any more requests?
Love me?
Get out of here. Wait a minute.
Yes.
Now get out of here.
I won't be long.
You better not be.
Hello.
Mr. C, it's me. I'm looking for Eden. Is she there?
I wish you were, my boy.
Well, she said she was on her way over. She was going to talk to Kelly.
Well, we haven't seen her. Well, you don't think something's wrong, do you?
No, she probably got hung up someplace else. I'll track her down. Thanks. Yeah, Mama, I have to go out for a little while. I'll be back soon. Okay, bye.
These Beauforts are real characters. They go back to Prohibition when they used to run bootleg gin out of some of the finer honky-tonks in New Orleans. It was a family operation out of a town by the same name, Beaufort.
Are they still involved in illegal activities?
Well, they pushed them out of business 10 years ago when some of the big boys took over. But until then, they were working out of a house in the middle of a place called Bayou Saint-Jean.
Well, that could be the same house where I followed the sheriff, the house where Robert was being held prisoner.
I thought Bobby told you that that mysterious Mr. Quinn owned that house.
Well, none of this makes any sense. We've got a whole cast of characters headed by Robert and Deborah.
Yeah. And this Deborah London, she changes her name and her costume so often you need a program to figure out what part she's playing.
Well, we need to figure out what's going to happen before the last act ends. Kelly is getting married in less than an hour.
Hell, it sounds like a bag full of cats on Saturday night.
Oh, it's a fever. I swear I need some more medicine.
Oh, no. Too soon to take more.
Oh, please, I'm burning up here. Help me.
Oh,
Hurry, get the keys. Come on, get the keys. Lock it. Reba, calm down. Calm down. I didn't hurt her. She'll be all right. She'll be okay. Come on. That's good. Look, I'm going to take care of you. I need your help. Come with me. Come on.
Do you think Kelly's in danger?
I don't know what to think. I mean, it's pretty obvious that whatever Robert and Deborah are up to, it's more than just a simple affair. Dante, I think that you should try to find Deborah London, Beaufort, whatever her name is. Find out where she goes, who she sees, everything.
I'll start the clock now.
Time out. So which one of you is going to tell me what the hell is going on here?
Answer the bleeding phone.
hello?
Where the hell have you been? I just put Flame on the line.
Oh, she's still not here.
What do you mean she's not there? A plane landed hours ago.
Maybe she took a later plane, that one.
You make sure she calls me the minute she gets in. You got that? Mabel, are you listening to me?
I tell her, Cher.
What's going on down there? You haven't screwed up again, have you?
Oh, no. Everything's just fine here. I got a pot boiling over on the stove. I got to hang up now.
Wait, Mabel.
Nice try, brother-in-law, but 911 doesn't make house calls to rescue nervous grooms. Besides, the minister is requesting your presence. I do believe the ceremony is about to begin.
Lead the way.